Interesting when you think about Madonna. Madonna wrote some of her songs, but she also covered a lot of outside songs. Like a Virgin was an outside song. All of your hits were 100% written by you, and usually either produced or co-produced by you. Talk about that. When you're in the studio producing your own records, it's one thing to write. Then when you're going to turn this demo or this song into a record, what's that process like?
Well, you know, I worked with a producer named Fred Czar, who actually was, he did the Papa Don't Preach keyboard string intro, was not credited. I mean, he was a brilliant keyboard guy, keyboard programmer. And he had a studio in Brooklyn in his basement. All of the vocals to all of my hits were cut in his vocal booth, which was his laundry room. There was an orange curtain across the washer and dryer, the washing machine and the dryer. And, you know, it was so much fun. Fun times. But
Is that on Long Island too?
that was Brooklyn. That was in Brooklyn. A lot of Brooklyn in my life. But yeah, so what would happen is I would get with Fred. I'd play him the demo. My demos, if you listen to a song from its demo stages to the finished product was always a polished version of the demo. And he was so brilliant at keeping that purity. He wanted to bring to life what I was hearing. My arrangements weren't as sophisticated as his. He was a way better player and a way better programmer. And I think, you know, whether it's in movies or music or whatever, the key to being a great producer is hire people better than yourself and put the pieces together and just know how to communicate. And if you can communicate technically, musically, you just have to keep finding the adjectives to get out of people what you want to hear.
So the demos were not just piano vocal demos, they were produced.
They were produced. Yes, they were produced. They were programmed. Again, I had a Lynn rack mount sequencer. I'm sure there's a lot of young people back there from the label going, what?
Yeah, what's up?
He'll have to look it up.
Bruce Carbone will tell you. He's old enough to remember.
He knows. And the other crazy thing I was doing in that basement studio the garage studio was I was doing radio IDs for everybody around the country, and I was splicing my own tape.
Wow.
So I was doing, I was going, you know, Z100's got the music I thought was only in my dreams, and I was splicing it into the TV track.
That's probably something Andrea Ganis asked you to do.
Yes.
Would be
I am, devastated that Andrea's not here.
She's on her way to the airport. She's
Of
like,
course.
oh, please tell Debbie.
She's
I said,
promoting.
yes.
It's amazing that she's still here.
There are always records to promote. That is
But yeah,
for sure.
I mean...